John, why is there a statue of you outside in the courtyard?
Well, listen, I'm an icon of many things in many categories. The first thing I was ever crowned was, I think People magazine in 2002 named me sexiest man alive. So I believe my new development is paying homage to my beauty.
And that's why because right now the cape's on it, but I see it in the courtyard of the condo complex.
Listen. When the night comes and the lights go out and it's dark, just like Batman, bro, I have a cape.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Business and Biceps, episode 62, and it's Monday, and you better wake your ass up, because on today's show, we're going to talk about our really good habits that we believe maybe you can take a few from John and I and input into your life to make you better, and we're going to tell you guys what we suck at and try to have some fun, because nobody's good at everything, and there's things that no matter what I try to do, I can't change myself.
Corey, I'm a train wreck, okay?
And it's brought to you by MassiveMuscle.com. If you haven't tried the baking mix or any of the products, they're fucking amazing.
They're the best in the world, period. And I would like to let all of our competitors in the supplement industry know that they should fucking retire now. Because I'm sick of them! And we're the best. And that's it.
And
that's it.
We're going to have some amazing announcements on how we're going to middle finger a lot of people.
You know what? There's so many different things you can do with your middle finger, Corey.
It's going to be awesome. Johnny, so we were laughing about this. We're shooting this in Cali. We're on location. Once again, we're in person. We got the high-def microphones. We're on video.
Yeah.
We're stepping our game up. We're taking it serious, which is exciting. We were talking about good habits and bad habits. I think we kind of just jump into like we'll kind of go back and forth. Like, you got a good habit, I'll talk about a good habit, and then it's going to snowball and get worse after that. But,
oh man, I don't know where the fuck we're going to end up here. Okay? I got no clue.
But obviously habits are what lead to success. I think that every person, whether it's Warren Buffett or it's Michael Jordan or any of these, or John Fosco, it's like they have a certain level of things.
And they have statues.
They have statues, which I think you're about to have at your condo complex.
Thank you.
But it's like they all have a set of habits that have led to their success. In your habit, you are a product of your habits.
Yes,
right?
Without a doubt.
So what's kind of your thoughts on that, and maybe throw one really good one out there to start with.
So what I think people may feel either uncomfortable with or simply aren't familiar with or haven't been taught is the practice of, and this may sound weird, but it's just a very healthy practice, the practice of talking to yourself daily. There's no conversation that...
Affirmations, Joe?
No, simply...
I'm awesome.
No, not at all. Not at all. If you want to be great at something, if you want to have success and do all these great things, you need to assess yourself. And once you've assessed yourself, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, and having daily awareness that goes beyond just awareness and actually tries to target your weaknesses. Mm-hmm. On a daily basis. Like today, I know on this call I'm about to get on, I'm probably going to have little patience. Mm-hmm. It's not good for me to have little patience. So before I get on this call, I'm going to prepare myself so I'm more effective. Okay? So it's awareness and then truly having a conversation with yourself.
You're talking yourself down, basically, or up.
Yeah, it's not just talking yourself down. It's being honest about what you're weak at and what you're strong at, and then listen. Just like me and you would game plan for a meeting or a phone call, like, dude, I have to do that with myself.
Yep.
If I don't do it, I'm just kind of going in. So it's an out there kind of thought process, but I talk to myself, not literally like out loud, but I think about strategy and then I deploy it. And that's how I'm able to kind of, I don't want to say predict outcomes, but effectively influence them.
So one of your habits that you do on a regular basis is almost like self-awareness /
reflection
on issues, topics, strategies, just daily.
Right, there are certain people that rub you the wrong way, that rub me the wrong, right, and there are certain people who you need to prepare your mind when you're going to talk to them. Mm-hmm. And as opposed to being upset and frustrated, I'd rather be effective.
Sure.
And the way to be effective is to prepare for that, and the way I prepare for that is through literally talking to myself in a reflective type manner.
I like it. How long have you been doing that for?
Probably as long as I've been an adult.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I don't know if I've ever had anybody ever articulate that as a habit, like a habitual thing that they do. Cool.
Constantly.
Because I think people probably don't do it enough.
Right, because they might think that's weird, or
sure.
Their mother or father never taught them that, but it's very important to be in touch with yourself, dude. It's like
self-awareness is everything.
It's everything, and this is taking it one step deeper. And even before me and you started recording this podcast, I talked to myself mentally about how I could best approach this and how me and you can get better at it. But the only thing I can control is what can I do to try to improve my part, right?
Sure.
So, and that literally went through my head when we were just sitting upstairs.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing that I think's been like a crazy successful habit of mine is like having not just a daily outlook, but I think it's like I have a daily / 6-month to 12-month kind of outlook that I'm kind of always just like contemplating, daydreaming about per se, and I think that it's always kind of in front of me. I can't look much. Somebody asked me we talked about the 5-year plan. That doesn't fucking exist.
No.
Like I can't even like put my mind on that. I can only conceptualize those periods of time, and it's like when I get up every day, I have a certain daily strategy. I think that's extremely important, and I can get into that deeper. But I think the first habit is having one at all.
Sure. Sure.
Just knowing where you need to be, whether mine's training, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just straight development. It could be that you do meditation. I don't care what it is.
Right.
What works for you, and what isn't? Because if I'm getting out of bed with basically just like an aimless, floating, there's just no fucking way. Like you have to have something on your mind.
If you don't know where you're going, how are you gonna get there?
You can't. So then 10 years go by and you're like, oh, I'm not there. Well, fuck, dude, you got up every day with no focus.
Right.
So it's like, it's not even something has to be as crazy as getting up at 3 in the morning or training for 2, that's just me and my crazy self.
Right.
But you gotta have your approach to that. What is your true daily, is it 20 minutes? Is it 50 minutes? What is it? And try to identify that and put some boundaries in there for yourself that's like, okay, I'm gonna do this because that's gonna contribute to my goal daily. And I really feel like if you can stick to that, whatever that is, that's good. That's a huge win for a person every day.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that people can be that consistent, because that's practicing true consistency.
Without a doubt. I mean,
so I would think that's something that I've done well, and over time it's molded to what it is.
Yeah. No, I like what you said about the first habit is having a habit, because a lot of people wake up and, oh, my habit's coffee. No. Coffee ain't a fucking habit, okay? Coffee is...
What are you doing while you're drinking the fucking coffee?
Right. So it's like the morning sets the tone for your day, and one must understand, regardless of how your girl, your man, your wife, your husband, regardless how they woke up, you control how your day is going to go. And the number one thing that is going to dictate and contribute to, let's say, having a positive day is what you decide to do with that time that initiates your day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And it's about taking control of our actions. Every I don't want to say everyone, but so many people, oh, she put me in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Nobody puts you in a bad mood. No, I always say, nobody makes, so many people say, you made me feel this way. No. No one can make someone feel a certain way. My mom taught me that. Okay, someone can act a certain way and you can interpret it in a way where you feel it. They're not making you feel that way. If you punch me in the face right now, you're not making me, you're not hurting my feelings. It's my choice to be hurt. Mm-hmm. So I simply think that we need to put more stock into saying, I am in full control of me, and that starts when I wake up in the morning.
What's your true definition of a habit, John?
My definition of a habit is something that you can rely on as, I don't want to say a crutch, but more of a tool that can assist you in taking you somewhere that, I don't want to say you're not at yet, but it can take you to greater heights than you currently are at.
Yeah, I think my definition is very similar. It's like, what can you, and this is the key, stick to that's realistic, that you can make so much a part of your life that if you take it out, that it becomes like, you know what I mean, like you're off track. Like I try to create something that I know over compounding time, it's going to equal what I ultimately want.
Right.
And that it'll keep me in my lane of discipline.
Right.
And a lot of, I've read a bunch of stuff that says 21 days in a row can create a habit. I don't know if there's truth to that, but
I think that.
But if that's something that somebody says, you know what, I'm gonna drink coffee and read for 20 minutes for the next 21 days. Is that? But I know one thing though, when you break something, sometimes it's really hard to get back on track.
Yeah, dude. It's like, hey, if 21 days works for you,
there you go.
Great.
Give it a shot.
Great. One day might work for me.
Yeah.
So again, back to individuality. Whatever it is, it's like 5-minute abs, right? You being a fitness guy,
4-minute abs.
right? 1-minute abs. It's on sale at johnfosco.com. johnfosco.com doesn't exist. Anyways, so it's about the individual. So if 21 days works for you, then it works for you, and keep doing it.
Yeah.
If 2 days works for me, I'm going to stick with that. And again, it just comes back to individuality.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now we both kind of agree on the daily strategy of some sort, right? What's outside of that daily strategy or within it, what is like point number 2 that you want to share that somebody could grab for how John Fosco has been this good at sales, business, life, whatever?
Sure. For me, it's, reminding yourself how you're going to get better at the things that you want to get better at and go to the places you want to go. It's reminding yourself. So how do you constantly remind yourself about those things? And you've heard me say it here before. I'm a firm believer of making your goals and your objectives stare back at you. And the way you do it is very basic, guys. It's a list or a whiteboard, and it's on the wall, and it could be as simple as get these 5 things done today. But the difference between putting it on your iPhone in your notes and putting it on your wall is when you get home, your iPhone in your notes isn't looking at you. Your wall is. And if you truly want to succeed and you see that wall and there's something on it that you did not check off, you're not going to chill out until you do check it off. So it's as simple as put it in front of you and commit to it.
Yeah.
Because then you will execute. It's so fucking basic. It's just committing.
It's commit. Why do people have such a hard time with commit?
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. It's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy. It's not easy to be consistent. It's not easy to be, and this is what I was.
In theory, it is. Because it's free.
Well, of course it is. And I like to say this to everybody. I want to be the guy to everybody that when I say I'm going to do something, either for you or with you, I'm that guy. So when I'm not around, I want people to say, yeah, fucking Fosco, dude, when he says something, he's going to do it. Whether you're my girlfriend, my wife, my mother, my friend, my business partner, that's it. I want to be that guy. That is so important to me. And the way you do that is do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah. It's so funny because I take consistency very serious to a fault probably sometimes. And it's like, because I know it's so important because I'm always looking at the long-term thing. And I think working out had a lot to do with that because you can't build a physique in 1 week. It takes a long time. You know what I mean? So it's like, and the physique is literally the true compound of time that you build. You're building, you know, what I've been trying to do my whole life. And it's like, I just think, to me, it seems so elementary. Just be consistent. Just build your business. Just do this. Just do that. It's so fucking hard for people, man. It's so fucking hard.
Well, Cory, in the 90s, you know, the internet just peaked out. Now, literally, bro, if you want something that's from China, you can order it on Amazon. If you have Prime, it will be at your door sometimes in 4 hours. Yeah. So if you think about the world we live in where I want something, I get it now.
Yeah.
I want something, I get it. The idea of spending a lifetime to build a physique, or the idea of spending a lifetime to build a business and saying it might not turn over profit for 2 years. You know, the younger generation, they just can't identify with it.
Yeah. But that's what it takes.
It's what it will always take.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
Right. The guys who have built the technology that have made the younger generation want it so quick. Do you know how long it took them to build that technology?
Yeah. A while.
Right. So the joke is on you if you think you're going to hit it big, or if you think, you know, it happens fast.
Overnight successes are never overnight.
Right. And again, if they happen, honestly, you're part of the 0.0001%, and good for you. But don't fucking plan on it.
Yeah.
Please.
So really, number 2 on the habits that you need to have around you is, you know, they make these really cheap whiteboards you can hang on your fridge, you can hang in your office. I have mine set up. We've got our calendar for Max Effort on it. I've got my sales goals. I've got my things, like, in theory I want to, you know, happen in the next 12 months, like, and it looks at me every day. And I see that, you know, fucking order numbers and things, and it fucking, I just shake my head and say it's not enough.
Yep.
But you've done a good job on setting the goals, especially from a Max Effort standpoint, like, gee, we gotta hit this number. Now work backwards. How are we hitting it?
Right.
You know, how are we hitting it? What are we doing? What are we doing for our customer that's going to make? And what I'm always focused on, a lot of you motherfuckers, I'm talking to you. You're watching us. I know it.
Right.
So what is John and I going to say or do in a business manner to get you to try the supplements? Because we know.
Absolutely.
I know 1,000,000% if you try it, you're not going anywhere else.
Absolutely
That's our challenge.
Right. But it's a great challenge because if we continue to evolve and get better at communicating with people who have yet to come into the fold, we will be rewarded.
Yes.
If we do not get better, we won't be rewarded, and we will lose customers. That's the beauty of the game we play. It's what you put in, you get out.
Yeah.
So we got nowhere else to look but ourselves, bro.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so we've got kind of 1 and 2 outlined. Really, we share them pretty much together. What's a good number 3 for you, Johnny? Something you're doing daily that you think is leading to this
Yeah.
success?
So I think for me, it's taking my my biggest weakness, and beyond reminding myself and reflecting and talking about it, it's making it a priority every day to fight it like an enemy. Because my weaknesses have prevented success.
They're your demise if you let them get you.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
So it's not a, oh yeah, this is my weakness. It's a, maybe because I'm an ex-addict, I understand the daily fight.
Yeah.
And the daily fight can be applied to your personal weaknesses. And if you're sitting out there and you don't know your personal weaknesses, I would highly recommend you break them down, because once you break those things down, you can work with people so much more effectively, and you can take the relationships you have, whether they be business or personal, and you can nurture them and grow them and make them more fruitful. And that, in business or out of business, it's a beautiful process.
Yeah. Mine, I think, is education. Even though, we talk about traditional education, differently than most.
Sure.
Good example, I was on vacation in Ireland, which we haven't really talked about much, but it was amazing.
Sure.
And, I did a really deep dive on some anatomy stuff that I've been wanting to do, but we've been so busy, I haven't had uninterrupted time to do it. And really studied some stuff that's been going on with me injury-wise. And somebody else, like a doctor, Dr. Kelly's amazing, they're not you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I need to understand, because I'm so in tune with my body, my education level of the L5, S1, suprailiac joint, they're good, but they weren't great. To be able to help him better help, I did a deep dive and started to understand things, probably at a physical therapist level, not a weightlifting guy level, and came literally in 2 hours, cleaned up a lot of stuff that I needed help with, then related back to Doc Kelly, and he said to me, dude, you're not only talking to me like a PT, you're talking to me like a fucking good one. And you're talking about compensation. But you know what I said? To do what I want to do as a 39-year-old almost athlete, I have to increase my education so I can stay in the game, because you're not me. You're going to aid me when I tell you what's truly wrong. So education for me, because what that does is that then creates a confidence for myself, that when I'm hanging myself out to dry on meet day, I know inside what's really going on. So it doesn't matter whether it's in the gym or it's business. If I feel like there's a weakness somewhere that's exposing me hard,
Sure.
I have to take my time, and all that does is continually build my confidence to another level to better help everybody listening that consults with me on anything that has to do with working out. Anybody that listens to this podcast about business, when I'm deep diving in, some of the founders of this country in general, the things I've read about Carnegie and all these big business guys, sometimes, and most of the time, it's daily, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, it can be a podcast like you're listening to right now, whatever it is, and some people just like to straight read, whatever your jam is. To me, my confidence of 20 years of business and in the gym together have really came from self-educating. That's such a big deal for me, because look, I'm not an academic guy, John's not really an academic guy, so as much as we talk about that being a big deal, it also was a little bit of an insecurity for me for a long time, because I always feel like I gotta flex a little bit on guys that do, because I don't have that pedigree.
Really?
Interesting. A little
Interesting.
bit. Okay. Because you gotta remember, when I was building another business, always had guys across the table that had straight up couldn't even fucking sniff what I did.
Sure.
But acted like, because they graduated from this with the MBA, that they got something on me. And so it's I always felt like, and maybe this is a way to push myself. I don't know if I created it or if it's the truth, but either way, it pushed me a little bit more to dig deeper on all these things, just to make sure I'm good. It's an extra level.
And that's a interesting and understandable way, and everybody does things differently for what works for them. Now, when I deal with those kind of people, because I've dealt with them just like you have, right? I like to.
I think it's fun, by the way. Now it's fun.
Absolutely.
It's a different level. We talking about different stuff.
Right. I like to bring them into my world, because they are. If I'm sitting at a table with somebody, they're in my world, right? I'm not going to go meet with them and talk about finance, right? We're in my world. I like to immediately, with a smile and with respect, destroy them in front of people. Because just destroy them. And there is no doubt in my mind that I can't. Yeah. So that's what I do, and I leave them in the rubble. Yeah. And I always will, and I love it.
So I think if we'll go one more each, and I think we should go on to some of the funny stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about 3 really good ones. What's kind of like your last, I guess, thing you practice on a regular basis, or thing that people can input in their lives, John, that's really helping you be you?
So for me, I would say the last thing is, it's weird because it's not supposed to, and it probably doesn't with most people, directly benefit their professional life or whatever. But for me, it's reminding myself where I came from. Like we talked about being at a concert recently, right? It's taking the moments to say, wow, how did I get here? Yeah. How did I get here? And not just asking myself that question. It's taking myself back through the process of well before I was anywhere. Yeah. And what I thought about, the prayer I would say every night that included very personal things along the lines of, when is this pain and when is this hard life for my family and myself going to stop? And I don't want to say it was when is it going to stop? It was help me stop it. Right, because I'm a guy. I have a lot of faith, and I remember those days where I word for word, I would say the same prayer every night, and now I look at what I have, and I almost get upset with myself for not taking the same amount of time every night and showing gratitude, because although I believe I control my own destiny, everything I asked for, I got. Yeah. And I can't complain.
You do a lot more, I guess, reflection than I probably realized.
Oh, tons.
A ton. Yeah. Because you have true gratitude,
don't
you, John?
Especially
with having the addiction previous, you just have a whole different outlook on it.
Brother, I consciously thought to myself, this is it, it's over. I had that thought when I was experiencing paralysis, when I was vomiting on myself, and I truly believed I was going to die. I said, okay, this is how it's over.
That's it.
And then my eyes closed, and I woke up.
You thought right before they closed that was done.
That was it. It was over.
I can't identify. It's so hard.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, there's no question.
Would never change it, bro. Never.
Why would you?
Never.
I don't think I would change any of the adversities that got me here. That's what made us us, man.
Never.
Right?
Never. Nobody can ever. Nobody can ever. You know what? It's weird how shame can turn into a badge of pride, because people can cast stones and say you're weak, you're this or that. You know what? That's fine. Judgment's fine. But I wear it as a badge of pride that I was able to overcome something, and not only just get through it, but then say, this is where life begins. Yeah. And use that to not only benefit myself and my family, but now try to benefit others.
It's cool, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it led you into a path of, I mean, and now you're getting a chance to really share it.
Right.
On a major scale, and it's only getting bigger, Johnny.
To use my mom's words, you know, now you are doing what you're meant to do.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just reminds me back of some of our early conversations. So I was like, dude, we really should be taping these.
Sure, absolutely.
Remember John said we really
absolutely.
should be taping these.
Absolutely.
We were having like serious conversations trying to become business partners and really kind of searching stuff out.
Oh yeah.
God, this stuff is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
I think kind of my, what we'll call it fourth and
Sure.
final one is, I love the self-reflection. I think I do that. I do that a lot. I do it a lot through social media. I kind of make myself Throwback Thursday, a little cliche, but stuff like that. I do that stuff on purpose to kind of keep me in that same, because you can, it's easy sometimes as you get busy to forget, you know, where it all started.
Exactly.
So I think that's big. Like the thing I got yesterday, you know, when I posted a picture of the coal mine and just said, like, I'm really trying to put the same type of work ethic that I knew I did there into what we do. And, you know, I got some really great messages of guys saying, hey, you're repping us good, we love it.
Right.
My dad's 51, he lifted weights, the coal mine, blah, blah, blah. So that all that stuff means a lot to me. The last one for me is practicing my craft. I think that coming from fitness, being a practitioner, which is practicing it, in my opinion, and not even practicing it just in the gym, but practicing it on stages, I think is really big for me. And I think practicing this, I've known for a long time that I was meant to teach. Sure. I wanted to be a teacher before I ever wanted to be a fitness guy. I wanted to be a gym teacher because that's the only thing I knew that could do kind of what I wanted to do, right? I realized that, and I wrote this at the first of this year on my whiteboard, back to your point. I should read, write, and record something every day. And if I do those things, whatever vertical it's in, whether it's, you know, Business and Biceps or stuff for Max Effort or my site, that's going to lend towards what I'm really trying to do with the world, I guess. Right. And you know, when Chris Moore died last year, who was one of the main guys from Barbell Shrug, he had about 200 podcasts roughly, and I have both of his books. Really interesting guy, and I just realized, and it became really meaningful for that read, write, and record, because his kids are so young, and I've talked about this once before, that's the only way they're going to know him. Right. Is through his teachings, through his recordings. Right. And any great artist, that's how they're known. So at one point, John, somebody's going to be listening to this when we're well gone. Sure, absolutely. The stuff that we're teaching will live on to our kids, to our family, into this family that we have on this podcast. Without a doubt. So I think practicing it and not just letting the time go by, to consistently put it into the world is something that I just know, like, eventually it has to hit and impact and circle around. Yeah. Exactly. So that's really one thing that I, whether it's in the gym or out of the gym, that I think that I've really tried to be consistent on, and I've missed it here and there. I'm not perfect, but it's the commitment of this and continue, no matter what we have going on. We know we have to minimally record once a week. Right. Get it done. And in 60 episodes of Business Biceps, the impact has been unbelievable. Crazy. It's not like we, this thing is so organic, that it's so fun. There's no money behind it. No one's pumping it up. It's literally, we put ourselves on the table. Yeah. It's all of ourselves, for real. Like, I don't want to tout us higher than anything, but I just don't know if there's people who literally put themselves out like we do. No. Yeah. Not because we've talked about a lot of heavy personal stuff. Yeah. Listen, we are who we are, and I ain't scared of it, and I know you're not. All right, so now we got through all the good stuff. Yeah. Let's talk about, well, this will be good too, but just in a different way. Yeah. Let's talk about stuff that we suck at. And that we wish maybe we could change, maybe we couldn't, but it just kind of is what it is. Fucking A, man. There's like fucking a million things. So, what do I suck? Okay, maybe I can go in alphabetical order. Okay.
I'm probably the worst friend anyone's had. And like I said earlier, I want to be the guy, right, that people can depend on.
Sure.
Okay, this is how I justify it. Outside of, because I believe, and I hope I'm right to those people, that I am that person to my friends, I completely, fucking totally disregard whether it be their birthday, whether sometimes it's their wedding, sometimes it's them calling me 5 times in a week and me not calling them back because I can't quantify in my brain the value of what that phone call will yield. These are disgusting personal traits that I'm aware of, and they're bad. And to my friends, I apologize. I was actually at one of my friends' houses, and she says to me, "You've been the hardest motherfucker ever to be friends with over the last 20 years. The hardest motherfucker ever." I'm like, "Why is that?" She's like, "Why is that? I call you, you don't call me back." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I gotta show up at your fucking house to see you, and I only see you once every couple years." I'm like, she goes, "Shut the fuck up." She's like, "You're the fucking worst." And everything she said about me, not getting back to her, not responding to her, was right. And I'm like, "Why are you still my friend?" She's like, "Oh, because you're just the fucking realest motherfucker I know. I respect and love you like a friend."
Sure.
And I appreciate that. And at that point, I'm just like, "Man, I gotta get better at this," you know?
Well, I'll piggyback off that.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at event type of stuff like that too. Birthdays, wedding anniversaries. I mean, in my own personal relationship, me and Rachel, with my kids, I have to put like really thought on saying, okay, it's our anniversary. I know Rachel wants like something that's unique for me. Like I have to like critically think about how, because I want her to feel and know that I love her, right? Or like my mom's birthday. Yeah, I remember you saying that one time. Like, I think it was my mom's birthday yesterday. Like, it's not. I really think that I'm bad at that stuff. I need to put better value on. If somebody gets married, dude, my friends get married, I have to come out and send them anything, and I don't know why.
I feel you. It's just.
I always make like immediate family. I always call them on their birthday. I always do whatever. But like, I'm not the guy that 3 days before that had flowers planned. I just, and I don't know that everybody's like that, but but those people mean a lot to me. So I don't know why I suck at that part, but I do.
Right.
Rachel's like your nephew's like graduating. And I'm like, yeah.
Right, and you almost feel like you're stuck in quicksand. Look, the same way we talk about people who say they want something in business, that's like what we are with this stuff.
Yes.
So we're kind of hypocrite idiots.
That's an
yes, but in the other side of our lives, I think we're half.
They could just fucking.
We're mentally handicapped a little bit.
Right back to us.
Yeah,
flip side.
Exactly. You guys could fucking bludgeon us.
The other thing I'm bad at is the delivery on a personal side, not like a business manner. So like similar, like when I deliver a topic or an answer, my wife tells me all the time, like I'll answer her like I'm upset with Jacob and I'm trying to like teach him something. Like it's direct. Like I don't have like a different delivery system.
Right.
Rachel's always like, Cory, that's like almost, especially on the personal side, not just to her, but even to my mom or to my kids sometimes. I'm just like so fucking direct.
Right.
Because I just don't see a lot of value in beating around the bush.
No,
but some people though that aren't business people, John, they're not used to operating that way. So she's like, you can't talk to that lady from so and so like that. I'm like, no, I just told her what I needed. So I don't know if that's. I mean, it's kind of a bad habit. 'Cause I don't think most people fucking really operate that way.
No.
I need to be able to decipher between.
Bro,
that a little bit. I think you're kind of.
It's like a curse. Like for me, like I guess along those lines, I truly and I'm serious. I don't know if I've ever truly shown sympathy to anybody. Like I'm a.
Just rolled his eyes.
No, I'm serious.
I know you
No,
are.
I'm serious. And I've thought about it, and I'm like, and then I come to this conclusion. I'm like, I don't think I truly understand what it is to be sympathetic.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, if you're struggling with something, the first thing that pops in my head is get over it, pussy. You're gonna have
You're so fucking.
Hey, you're gonna you're gonna have to get over it anyway. So get over it, you little bitch.
You have to.
Yeah, you little fucking bitch.
I talk to myself all the time before I lift when I'm about to do a big weight. I'm like, come on, you little punk ass hoe. Let's go.
Yeah, but you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like talking to friends and family. Like, hey, I'm sorry you broke your leg this afternoon, but fucking
get over it, you little.
swallow it, you little fucking pussy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm awful.
Oh, here's another one.
I think I need to be arrested.
this doesn't have anything to do with business.
Yeah.
I have the inability
Yeah.
to when I go into my room and I'm taking my clothes off for the day or whatever, to either put them in a hamper
Oh.
or hang them up.
No.
I don't know why, because it almost takes as much time to throw them on the floor.
Right.
But my wife would go, so let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You took your pants off
Right.
and you threw them beside the hamper.
You're like, baby, I was trying to get you going. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
didn't work. And if I thrown them in the hamper, I might have got them.
Right, so you've been like, oh my God, I want you so bad.
So it's just like, it takes just as much to throw them, like they like bounced and laid against the hamper.
Right.
But to put them in where it makes
No.
her life easier.
Yeah, not gonna do it.
But why?
Because men are from Mars and women are from Venus. That's fucking why. Listen to me. I might sound like a fucking asshole because I am, and something. But listen, I believe in the old school. I believe the man should
get in trouble.
should provide,
Yeah.
and the woman should take care of the home. If she's barefoot and fucking cleaning those floors, spit shining those fucking floors.
Got so many emails.
God bless that woman. I hope she's wearing something beautiful. She looks wonderful. But at the end of the day, I want to come home. I want food on that table, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people might call me archaic. I say this, oh, I want everything to be equal. Well, listen to me. If I'm paying for whatever the fuck you want, living wherever the fuck you want, you're driving. Can I please have some chicken when I get home? Can I have a fucking piece of chicken when I get home? And can you be in something that looks fucking nice? Because I spent all day fucking providing this life. So if you want things to be equal, fucking look presentable and give me some chicken.
John Foster's email is not available because FEMA is gonna fucking blow it up.
Cory, hey,
We're fucked.
Hey, listen.
We're fucked.
Listen to me. Just so everybody knows, FEMA is the national,
what is that?
The federal organization that protects the American citizens against major weather catastrophes.
Oh, it is.
So you Cory, you do need a grammar coach. I told you this. But what you're talking about is some like fucking feminist group or something. Listen, this is what I have to say to you, feminist groups, because I respect you a lot. I respect you a lot, but I do believe you should be barefoot in the kitchen making me food. So you know what? God bless America.
Because I use your sunglasses.
Hey, freedom of speech, baby.
That's true.
Listen,
it's your view.
Hey, but what I'm talking about is I'm going to do my part. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to protect you. I just want some chicken.
All right. I'm speechless. All right, let's go one more each. Let's see. My last one.
You're like, let's see.
I just know.
You're like, FEMA, the fucking organization that protects us from tornadoes and hurricanes.
Whenever we signed Mike Vick back in the day,
Yeah.
what organization is that? The one that does the dogs?
That is that?
Is that FEMA?
No, I think that. Well, all I know is
PETA.
Mississippi.
No, not Mississippi. I just remember the way they blew up my phone because we did a deal with Mike Vick back in the day.
Yeah.
If your clip goes viral, it could be the same thing, John.
Well, listen. What all guys, again, please listen to me. I'm proposing, okay, a fair split. If the man is providing, right? That's what we've been groomed to do. It's in our DNA.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So we're making a nice life for the one we care about. The one we care about then makes everything look beautiful. She looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She cooks chicken. And we have
chicken, John?
we have a nice night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we have a nice night.
I
Dude, we have a nice night. That's it.
All right. Lastly, is honest and disciplined as I am, which I think you've said multiple times. You think I'm one of the most disciplined?
Yes, without a doubt. Yeah, okay.
Which is cool. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm a major procrastinator around my household, other than throwing my pants on the floor.
Well, it's because you're trying to get something done. I can't blame you, brother.
I'm just a huge procrastinator on, this thing needs screwed in, or
This thing needs screwed in, pants on the floor. Where are you going?
Yeah, we are in.
Hey!
Well,
Hey!
if I had the same
Hey!
I don't know that I'd be getting at that. So I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna draw the line on that one, especially when my wife listens to this fucking podcast.
I think your wife is a very nice woman.
So I think the procrastination of the household items
When you're screwing with your pants
in
off.
things, yes, is that I don't procrastinate on that.
Okay.
At all.
Oh.
That's on top of my list.
Hey, listen.
I am taking the test booster.
Hey, I feel you on that one. You know what
But
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying that household
Not
items.
literally though, not literally, but
Like, let's put it this way: my garage is usually a fucking mess for some reason. I cannot keep it clean. I put it off forever. I pile shit in there. Partly, I need a bigger garage. I think this happened. It would probably look just as the same if I had a bigger garage. But
Sure.
there's certain things I have an inability to put at the top of my list. That is one of them. And I think it's because everything else takes such a priority that something has to get fucking fall. Something has to fall.
Yeah.
It's like the guys that are taking, and maybe there's some guys out there that are crushing their business and their family, and their house is amazing. It looks like Wrigley Field when they mow it every week. But dude, that's fucking hard to keep up. Something has to fucking.
Corey,
Something has to fucking fall.
Corey, I missed something you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anyone whose house looks like Wrigley Field.
Well, their backyard. Like yard work, like I suck at that. I suck at fucking trimming stuff. Dude, I pay people to do it all. I can't fucking do it.
You talking
I
about?
can't. I have the inability to put it on my list.
You talking about the way they
Just like
mow the grass?
Yeah, manicure.
Okay.
Some old school dudes,
Okay.
like, really like even Rachel's dad, not really my old man, but like my grandfather when I was a kid, like, dude, they'd spend 4 hours making their yard look like Wrigley Field. And
Yeah.
I would look at that and think, this is a waste of fucking time.
I would look at that and say, I'll pay fucking someone to do it because I ain't touching that shit.
Well, exactly, which is what I do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like, it's a different, but even just not mowing the grass, talking about other things, like just around the house. One thing is that I'm not naturally.
I got an idea. Time out. Okay. I got an idea. So, because we take care of the family and we're men,
Okay.
why don't the significant others mow the lawn? I think that would be great. I think, here, let's start a movement today. All wives and girlfriends mow the lawn.
So old school dudes would be like, no way.
Well, I know, but we're starting a movement.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
you might be the president of that movement.
okay, we're starting a movement to mow the lawn, clean the floors.
Gosh.
look nice, and cook chicken. Dude, is it that much to ask? Do you know how hard it is to build a business and support a family? Dude, it's mowing a lawn? Cory!
Disclaimer, Rachel, I do not share this view with John Moscow.
Hey, I'm sharing an idea. You know?
Alright, so that went a little sideways towards the end, but
Well,
it's still pretty funny.
listen, we share ideas here. This is a think tank. It's a think tank.
It's a think tank.
Right, it is. Although there's no tank, but we do think.
So I want to recap the early part real quick though, John.
Yeah, very good.
So
Very
let's
good.
go over what was your 4 things they can put positive habits. They
No-
can put in your business?
No clue.
You don't remember?
Don't remember any of them. No, reflection. I mean, here, the overarching theme is being aware of yourself on the good end and on the bad end.
Sure.
And I can't come up with a better phrase than talking to yourself to prepare yourself for the day so you can be ready for whether it be a phone call, a meeting, anything that you are going to encounter. If you prepare yourself and say, this has the potential to push my buttons,
Sure.
and so I'm going to basically preempt that and prevent it. And then, to take it one step further, it's here's my outlandish weakness.
Sure.
I'm going to spend time every day on that outlandish weakness so it doesn't continue to hurt me, right?
I think that's just true self-awareness, bro.
Right.
At its finest.
Right.
You know what can take you down.
Exactly. But not enough people spend time. They don't really know how to. And all I'm saying, guys, here's how to do it. Sit in your room, spend 10 minutes, fucking think. Talk to yourself, man.
Sure. People think it's weird. That's why.
Well, because they think I literally mean like talk to yourself. I mean like think in your head how to avoid the issues that have been plaguing you your whole fucking life that you have not had the courage to face down.
Courage is the word too. It's true.
And
Because you know the truth.
and I like chicken, so yeah.
So my obviously umbrella of all the stuff we talked about is really just having making a priority of your daily strategy and educating yourself in the areas that you're weak in on a regular basis to build. Because I believe the way I've built ultimate confidence in my profession and in me as a person has come from literally decades, not like 1 year, but year and year of having a daily strategy and working on myself. That's it. Working on to fill in the gaps of the weaknesses, to make the strengths better, to make myself better at my craft, practice, read about it, and I literally just need to prove it every fucking day.
Right, you have to. You have to. You have to. There's nothing more important there's nothing more important on a daily basis than spending time to improve yourself.
Feed the machine.
Dude, FTM, dog.
Hey, make sure you guys give us a 5-star rating on iTunes with a positive comment. Tell all your friends.
Yep.
Business and Biceps.
I think we're going to gain a lot of female listeners from this show. A lot of support we're going to get.
Jeremy, don't use those clips on social.
Jeremy, use them all. Hey, we're coming real, and we appreciate
That's awesome.
we appreciate the guys, we appreciate the gals. Obviously, we love you, and we thank you for the support, and the 5-star rating is always appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
MaxEffortMuscle.com. Try out the test booster.
Bop,
And
bop, bop.
this is going to sound super
Bah.
sexist. Baking mix for both genders, though.
Hey, bro, I use it. See, don't paint me as a sexist, motherfucker. I use the baking mix.
You do.
Yeah, boy.
Right beside the cereal in your fridge.
Yeah.
The
Podcast can't be stopped.
Wow. That was good.
Yeah.
Good job, Johnny.
Double down on that shit.